Hey peeps, I am just coming to you guys today. This was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I'm working from home today and I haven't eaten breakfast and I was a little bit hungry. So excuse the hair, because when you're working from home, usually you're in jammies. Well, I'm not in jammies today, but I'm going to make something. I don't know what I'm going to make, so I want to kind of look into the refrigerator and see what I have, because that's how I kind of roll. And I also wanted to make this because I have a lot of friends that ask me like, what do I eat as a vegetarian or a vegan? And so this kind of, so I've kind of been sharing more of food ideas. What I normally do is I'll go to like the farmer's market and I just buy whatever strikes my fancy. There's always such colorful stuff there at the farmer's market and everything, so I just kind of grab things and I just stick them in my refrigerator, and then I'll just go in the refrigerator, see what I got, and then I'll go ahead and I will whip something up. So let's look in the refrigerator and see what's in here. So don't judge the refrigerator, guys, don't judge. So let's see what's in here. Now, I love this almond milk, by the way, and it is vegan. I think I'm going to make some coffee. It is a little bit late in the morning, but I love coffee with creamer. I have some leftover black beans, so I'm going to make some of those. I actually made a whole pot of those and put some in the freezer. And I have some lettuce that I got from Chipotle's, and so I'm going to use that. I think what I'll do is like a fajita. That sounds really good, so I'm going to do a fajita. And I have already some cut up bell pepper, green bell pepper, and I was thinking about putting this isn't this a beautiful cauliflower, you guys? I actually got this from Sam's. I think I'm going to get it from Sam's from now on. It was the same price as a regular cauliflower, but so much bigger, didn't have any blemishes. I actually bought this like maybe 5 days ago, and it's still really good. So let's see what we have down here. We have some different color peppers, so let me take those out. And also mushrooms. Gotta have mushrooms. I like mushrooms. I'm actually sticking this stuff over here on the table, you guys. So taking my ingredients out, and I like bell peppers. I'm not going to use the whole bell pepper, of course. Not going to use the whole bell pepper, just a part of it. And I have some onions. Let's see what we have over here. Some red onions. I don't know if those are really good. I'm going to take those out. I do have some white onions. Alright, so that's it for what's in the refrigerator. So let's go over to over here. Let's see what we have. I forgot I had an avocado. Yeah, this is my avocado bag, you guys. I get like a whole bag of these avocados, and these are just some small ones, which is great for me. Actually, I think I might have an avocado in the refrigerator. Let's look. That one is ripe too, so in order to stop it from ripening, I'll just put it in the refrigerator as well. Let's see here. We have, you know what? I know I have some tomato in here. Let's see. I'm going to use some of these green beans too. I'll steam some of those to go with my fajitas. I know that sounds kind of odd, but no, it really works for me. Let's see. What is this? Avocado. Ta-da! So I have some avocado. So I'll use that. I'll make like a guacamole. And okay, I had tomato, and yeah, my brother must have used this, so that's fine. Okay. Oh, and I'll be needing some cheese, and I'm going to use a vegan cheese today because I'm going to keep it vegan for today. And I actually have some Daya cheeses frozen, but it'll have enough time to kind of thaw out, and I can use whatever I need, so that'll be good. So these are going to be the ingredients that I have. And also, let me show you guys. I don't want this video to be too long, but I just want to show you guys this tortilla bread that I bought as well. And this tortilla bread, I got this also from Sam's. And the great thing about this, I'm not really like a multi-grain type of person. This is a whole grain and flax. and it has it's high, of course it's a high source of fiber because it has the grains in it and some omegas. But the thing about this is, dun, 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 look, 5 net carbs, you guys. So if you are going low carbs, low fat, no cholesterol, this is like a really great tortilla. And we'll look at some of the nutrients there. So I don't really look at the fat, believe it or not. I do look at the cholesterol, which is 0, and then I look at the carbs, and it's only 13 for one of these, and it's really huge. So that is great. So I'm going to use that with my fajitas as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start chopping. So I chopped up some of my ingredients. I actually chopped up some or diced up some red onions for maybe the salsa. I might put it in the guacamole. And then I just have the different colored peppers I have here. And these red ones came out, they were like really meaty, so they might take a minute to kind of heat up. And then I have like the orange peppers and some red onions again. And this looks like a lot. It's just going to be one. I'm just going to do one actual fajita, I think. And then, of course, I have the black beans that are already cooked. And all I have to do is just reheat those. And I'll probably put a little bit of onions in those, too, to give them some extra flavor. And then I have some chopped green peppers already. I didn't have any green pepper I could slice up, but that's okay. And I have, like, a whole gang of mushrooms. So what I did was, I tried to show you guys, this is vegetable broth, and I got this from Aldi's. I always get my vegetable broths from Aldi's, and this is the Simply Natural. It has a little less sodium, but it does still have sodium in it, and it is much more affordable at Aldi's. And I usually write the date that I opened it, because I keep whatever's left in the refrigerator if I don't use the whole thing. And so what I did was I put a little bit in the skillet here. Let me turn the light on here. I put a little bit in the skillet, because I'm trying to steer away from oils as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put in these sliced up these sliced up vegetables. And so I would usually use garlic, but my stomach is a little sensitive right now, so I'm not going to use garlic, and I'm hoping that the red onions are not going to affect me too much as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let that cook. So next, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to actually steam some green beans. And so I have some green beans in my refrigerator. I got these from the farmer's market. They didn't come like this. They actually were, it was like the whole green bean. And so I had to pick them, which I love doing that. It's kind of like therapeutic, and it reminds me of, you know, when I used to be with my grandmother, and I actually do it with the kids sometimes too. And so I'm just going to just take me like a few handfuls of the green beans, and I'm going to put them in the steamer. I'm going to give them an additional rinse as well before I actually start steaming them. But I'm just going to show you guys putting them in the basket. And I put them in this really fantastic Cuisinart steaming basket. I love this. Love this thing. I'll put a link down below to this pot here, because it's so fantastic. I steam all my vegetables in this. Alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we got our green beans are all rinsed off, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a lid on that. And I am going to put this on, I'm going to put this on high, because it's not going to be in there that long. It doesn't take that long to steam veggies, y'all. If you are new to the whole vegetable realm, just know it doesn't take that long to cook your vegetables. And, you know, I used to be from a family where they just cooked the heck out of the vegetables, but and it was good too. But I also found a love for vegetables that are not cooked to death, and they retain a lot of flavor. And I don't want it to be crunchy, but it'll be good, trust. And so our veggies are starting to heat up, so that's a good thing. I can smell the onions. I love the smell of onions and garlic, you guys. So I'm gonna let that go. let this cook up. So the next thing I'm going to do while my veggies are kind of going over on the stove here is I'm going to go ahead and whip up a salsa. And so I'm just going to take a tomato that I have. I don't have any Roma tomatoes, so I'll have to seed this because it'll be a little bit too juicy. I have some red onions that are already chopped up, and this is some cilantro out of the freezer. So again, if you're kind of new to like the whole cooking thing, it just kind of behooves you to try to figure out how to store your vegetables so that they will last. So my cilantro is always going bad because I don't use enough of it. So what I had to do was actually I just split it up and I just stored it in some bags. I got this from a Mexican person told me about this, said that they actually freeze their cilantro, so I started doing it too, and it really works out. So I'm just going to cut up a little piece of this and put the rest back into the freezer. So I'm going to start making the salsa now. Okay, so far we have the vegetable broth in there. We've had our peppers, our red onions, and then I went ahead and I put in the black beans because at first I was gonna like cook the black beans separately and put some onions in it, and I was like, that's kind of stupid. I just put it all in so that it can get some flavor. And now I put into the mushrooms. I'm gonna let the mushrooms kind of steam and cook. And also I'm going to go ahead and turn off these green beans because they're assuredly done by now. It's only been a few minutes in real time. And then you heard my timer go off because I actually put a couple of sweet potatoes, or a few sweet potatoes, into the oven. Put a few sweet potatoes into the oven so that I can cook them and they can be ready for whenever. I'm just going to leave these in here and just turn the oven off, and then I just have to remember to take them out. And I'll probably have one for dinner, and then the rest of them I'll put in the refrigerator. So the mushrooms, actually, they'll soak up a lot of the liquid is in here. Mushrooms are very kind of porous, you all. So I have to keep an eye that there's still some liquid in the bottom. So that's why I left the vegetable broth out for that. I did make the salsa, and you can see the mess here. And, you know, I'm not a champion salsa maker, and I probably could use like I don't know if they put garlic in it or not, but it seems like it's missing something. It has cilantro, it has tomatoes, and it has the red onions and some lime. Or either, I don't know. Not sure. Let me just taste this one more time. Maybe it just needs some more salt. I don't know. It seems a little flat. I'm going to have to get some of my Hispanic buddies to kind of give me some tips. Just keep in mind, this is not Food Network. And I'm just showing you guys what I eat. And that's going to be good anyway on the salsa. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to really do a guacamole. I'm actually just going to kind of smush up my avocado and put it on there. So when I store the avocado, I try to store it with the seed in here. And this piece was actually on top of here so that it was touching the seed. Because there's something about avocados. They won't go bad as quick if they're touching the seed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably just whip up this whole thing here. I'm going to go ahead and just smush that up with the fork, and then that'll be ready to go also. Here's the finished product, you guys. Let me cut it in half so you can really see. Look at those green beans. They are ready to go. I put some Mrs. Dash on them. This is not sponsored by Mrs. Dash, but I use Mrs. Dash on a lot of things because it's salt free. Trying to keep the salt down. So let's cut it open and see what it looks like. So if you guys like this recipe, I'm going to have it over on the blog, and I'll have a link down below to that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe so you can see more lifestyle videos just like this one where I'm eating some good veggies. And again, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That helps people to find the video. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life. And if you made this burrito, enjoy the burrito. Bye.